Hey everybody, my name's Terry. I'm making this video because of the overwhelming responses and just wonderful things everybody's had to say about the other videos I made, mostly about psych-meds, symptoms, and side effects. And of course, evidently good old Vraylar. I haven't been making a lot of videos recently because it kind of occurred to me, maybe I'm not a doctor. And how much should I really be recommending drugs? Um, I've read a few things, people didn't have good experiences with them. And I go, well, that's unfortunate. And then I was sitting in my doctor's office and he has this touchscreen computer thing, hawking pills at me. After a few minutes of screwing around with it and turning cookies on and enabling, running JavaScript. Anyway, the point was, I'm wondering, these are reviews. They're highly, highly, highly subjective. But in my case, I've worked my way, psych-meds, I've worked my way down to a 3-pill regimen before, if you include propanol, which is just astounding. I'm going to go ahead and talk about Vraylar some more. I've been on it over 2 years now, and I've been on psych-meds about 20 years now, a little over 20 years. And the best and the worst of them did nothing. And the other ones, it seemed to alternate between just being in an absolute stupor all the time, drooling, not being able to do anything, and feeling like I had a wasp nest in my head, just buzzing and buzzing and buzzing and buzzing. It wouldn't stop. And I'm on Lamictal, and sometimes I'm wondering if that does anything. And then I go, well, I'll tell you what, I have a busy night, I'm not gonna be able to home. Let me go ahead and take all of it at once. And so I do that, and then all of a sudden, 45 minutes later, I feel like, I can't drive, I can't even walk, what am I gonna do? So it's doing something. And then there's good old Klonopin, which, to tell you the truth, I detest. But it's not Klonopin, it's benzodiazepines. If you don't have to, don't go down the benzodiazepine route. I've been on them, like I said, for 20 years, and while I'm not addicted, my body's so heavily dependent on them that if I were to try to stop, my heart could just quit, just like that. And even when I try to cut back, it really messes with my sleep. So, if you can do mindfulness, if you can do melatonin, if you can do antihistamine, if you can do anything less drastic than benzodiazepines, I recommend trying that. How's that for lighting? But except for the price, I have nothing but good things to say for Zyprexa. No, don't take Zyprexa. No, I'm sure if Zyprexa is working for you, you and your doctor found it, please continue to take Zyprexa. Don't construe any of this as medical advice. It's just my personal subjective experience. Vraylar. The great thing about it, okay, I take Vraylar in combination with Seroquel. The Vraylar takes so long, if it's not quite cutting it, and I need more Vraylar in my system, it takes so much longer to ramp up the Vraylar that by the time it gets up where I need it, the breakthrough symptoms have generally gone. And then I have to wait till it's out of my system. So generally, if I'm having a breakthrough symptoms, I just pop a couple of Seroquel and it knocks it back, for the duration I need to take it, which usually isn't long. Speaking of not usually long, I can't remember the last time I had a mixed episode, which is just wow. I mean, that's amazing. I don't know how many of you have mixed episodes, how common they are for you, but they're utter hell. Now, I have twice felt one trying to come on. It's almost like trying to get a summer cold, but you're like, treat it well. I'll take, antihistamines. I'll rest. I'll get a good night's sleep. I could feel I know it's going to sound silly, but I can feel the Vraylar working overtime to keep the breakthrough symptoms at bay. And like I said, that with some extra Seroquel really held the line for me. I can't remember the last time I was full-fledged manic either. I mean, and when I get hypomanic, I almost want to keep it. Well, who doesn't want to keep hypomania, right? So, but I do go ahead and take the Seroquel because it never stays hypomania, does it? Well, even if it does stay hypomania, it becomes it's not good for you. So, if you ask me about, it's Vraylar, the Rolex watches of psych-meds. If you could afford it, I highly recommend it. My doctors have been very good with me about haranguing and harassing my drug rep to get all the help I can, to get me over the hump as it was. And there are all sorts of supplemental programs. I'm not talking about the ones the crap from the actual pharmaceutical companies, but state and federal gaps. Try getting in on some of those. If you live in a third world state like I do, you can just about forget about it. But there are other ways around that. So, to everybody who's written those wonderful emails and whatever, thank you. And I'd say I'm sorry I didn't get back in touch with you, but I'm not a YouTuber. I mean, the fact that I even have subscribers is mind-numbing to me. I mean, I hope most people got here through keyword searches. That's what the Google computer says. And just like every other thing on YouTube, when they talk about hitting the buttons, you don't owe Google a damn thing. Don't hit their buttons. Don't be their monkey. If you're not paying for something, you are the product. They already know enough about you. You don't need to give them any more metrics on yourself. Don't let them know that you're watching a video about mental illness and that's me. No, don't give them that. They already know anyhow. So just like I always say, be kind to each other, and Mr. Rogers loves you very much just the way you are. So that's me, and I hope you all had a great time. And just to wrap up, I really like my med regimen, almost no side effects. And maybe I'll make a video on something else later, but what do you say when things are just really going well? I'm not going to make a video twice a week going, gee, things are going pretty damn good for me. Be short and boring. Anyway, y'all are terrific. Thanks for everything you've done. And hope y'all found a little peace and a little satisfaction in life too. You deserve it. Okay. Bye.